One of the important debates in recent times is the implementation of uniform civil code in the state of Uttarakhand. We have the future of India with us, Esther, Sheba, Tamil Shelby and Darshini, and let us just ask them about the understanding of uniform civil code and an important factor that will actually involve the future of India and what do they think about it. Thank you, Esther. So let me just ask you all guys, like what basic understanding do you have about uniform civil code?
Okay. Basically, uniform civil code, I would feel like my opinion is as a human or as a citizen of India, we everybody have a fundamental right with certain equalities. So it's like violating all these equalities.
Does anybody else agree with her? How do you think it is violating with the your rights, basic rights?
Every individual in our country, we have certain customs. Every religion, they follow a certain rules, and violating it, or passing a bill against it, maybe it is against their beliefs.
So you're saying that like uniform civil code is something that actually goes against the practice of a religion or somebody's belief of a religion. Do you agree with that?
Yes. Because from our childhood, we are taught some cultures in our families, and when you get to know there is a law about it, it's like you are forced to do something, and we'll be confused which to follow. So I think every individual has their own opinion about what they are supposed to follow.
Are you saying that a religion is based on belief, but a law that implements is something that actually contradicts somebody's belief, and that might turn into an issue? Is that so? Is that what you mean by that?
Yeah, it's quite offensive for some people, and I don't think so. A lot of our grandparents would agree on this kind of law, because it's something that they believe, and it's a culture, and it's not about law.
So, like uniform civil code is talking about wed marriage. It's talking about a relationship status and also the legality of somebody's property going to someone. Which part of this particular thing is that something that kind of you believe that is something that should not be there? A part of it.
Like, I feel the legalization of a live-in relationship. So this thing, for me, in my point of view, it's wholly a pointless thing, because two individuals, a male and female, could be in a relationship for a month, and as the law says, after a month it should get legalized. So it's wholly it's pointless.
Right. So like. Uh, are you all in for live-in relationship? There is a kind of like a society, a little bit of taboo over it because it's not something that we openly speak about. So, what is your opinion about live-in relationship? First of all, would you like to answer that?
So it's basically based on someone's individual opinion and choice. We are not supposed to judge them for what they choose. They can choose to get married, they can choose to live together. It's on someone's individual opinion, and having a law about that we have to legalize live-in relationship, I think they can just get married. They don't have to legalize live-in relationship.
Shelby, would you like to add to this?
Like, I don't think in a couple or a relationship person they should tell someone and like that they are in love or something. It's their own thing, right? So I don't think you have to just go register that we are in love, we are in relationship. It's not. I don't think it's nice or anything.
Why do you think that? I mean, based on your understanding, why do you think such a kind of clause was brought inside the UCC then?
Like, I feel now in this generation, it's becoming this living relationship is a fashion kind of thing. Everybody in our younger generation has started following it. Maybe that is the reason why this has become a law.
But is that a fashion? Live-in relationship, is that a fashion?
It's not a fashion.
It's like it's more Gen Z thing. Like, they want to try living together, and they have to see if they are okay with each other and how they are together as partners. If they are okay with each other living together, they'll get married. If they are not,
Is that the? Am I giving the right explanation? It is about finding the correct partner before stepping into wedding, a marriage kind of bond. Is that it?
Yeah, but we're not saying it's a right process or anything. It's their own decision to make. And people have their own decision, they have their own qualities of choosing a partner. So maybe live-in relationship might be their choice of selecting a partner.
Saying that live-in relationship could not be the exact solution, but it is a choice of a person that the government cannot interfere. Is that so?
Yes, so yes, absolutely.
And also regarding, I have an opinion regarding the UCC bill passed in Uttarakhand. So it's all like a signature doesn't mean anything. So in a sense, like for example, if they are in a live-in relationship, they are registering, and when they are marrying also they have to register it. So it will be like a kind of 2 times they are registering, and it doesn't matter that the signature defines everything. Like. The equality or some privacy is being stopped, and like it's not one signature can't define anything.
That was another question I was going to put forward. It seems that the government is trying to say it's for the safety of the citizens. Do you think it's for the safety of the citizens, or it is a kind of like interfering with the privacy of the citizens?
It's interfering in the privacy of the citizens.
You need to elaborate.
Like, see, being in a relationship, it's their own thing, right? You're not gonna tell anyone that we are in a relationship and all, and it's their own thing. See, everyone know what they are doing in a relationship. The decision they make, they know. If it's wrong, they have to face the consequences. And you can't go complain to the government that we made this decision by mistake and I need to change it. You can't change it. You need to face the consequences. So I don't think there could be a law.
You make the bed, you sleep on it. That kind of.
It's their decision.
So, like, let me just ask you one thing. So, the UCC, especially on live-in relationship, it says that you need to get registered within a month, or you'll get penalized for 3 months. What is, in your opinion, on live-in relationship?
I feel like a person can be in live-in relationship for 1 month, and they can say this as the reason I don't want to register with you, and they can just jump to another relationship. So I think this is more hard for even choosing a partner now. So just being in a relationship live-in relationship for 1 month, it's okay. So now you don't have to register, so you can just jump onto another relationship. So I think.
Does that mean that this law will particularly discourage live-in relationship, or?
Yes.
Huh.
Yes, because no one will be, interested to register a live-in relationship. In India, particularly after 18, we have the rights to do whatever we want. And as an individual, personally, we don't want to register a thing which should be kept or should be maintained personally. So I feel this law will be discouraged.
Discouraging. So, like, on your end, it says like interfering. Esther, it says that it's interfering with your privacy. But the government claims that it is for the safety of the citizens.
Yes, exactly. It's for the safety of the citizens. But why I'm saying it's on privacy is because no one would come up to say that they are, as Rifa said, it's like they can't expose it to the outer world. So in that way, I say that the privacy is being interfered by the government in any way. Because as a young woman of this particular age, I would like to say that it's completely an interference. But as an Indian culture in India, we are not supposed to do this. But legally, by the government, it has been approved by the government, but we have to follow this. But before even the government takes all these decisions, but if so, they think of even the young minds, because this would take the young minds to another situation even after they both separate, and they may also mentally and physically and also emotionally take some wrong decisions which they could not take. It could lead to that way, maybe like suicidal cases, they may go in that particular way. So I would also, that's why, because the privacy is something very important. This would, even it is a good decision by the government, this would lead the people physically or mentally like this in another path. So some better laws or bills should be passed in a way that they should not put into that way.
Can I understand that, like, when it comes to India, a relationship is a very personal matter and you don't want to disclose it to the government? Is that so?
Yeah. So when you get into a relationship, most of the people don't tell it to their friends as well itself. So how can they go and open up to a government, like they say that we are in a relationship? It's just exposing the relationship more of.
Well, Darshini, Tamilchelvi, Rifa and Esther, thank you so much for your conversation. This particular conversation, the future generation, very clearly mentions that a relationship status is something private and the government should not collect data on it. Zivyan, Pramod Madhav for you today.